All right, so welcome to Coffee with Markus. This is episode 94, and today I'll show you what's happening in the market so that you know what's going on. And I'm showing you how to find the best trading software that gives you buy and sell signals. Sound good? Okay. Well, if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Markus Heidkotter, and this is the show. It's called Coffee with Markus. Now, this show is about real money and real trades. I'll show you the trading strategies that I personally trade, the tools that I use to trade my own accounts, and we will talk about the right mindset of a trader. Now, talking about mindset, I'm going to show you how to create SRC profits. That stands for systematic, repeatable, and consistent, because that is the key to long-term success in the market. So, if you're sick of all the hype and empty promises and you want to learn trading strategies that actually work, then click on like right now and let's get started. Okay, awesome. So in the first segment, what is happening in the markets? Well, let's take a look. It is Happy Monday after 4 down weeks. We're up again. It seems that investors are buying again. I mean, look at this. The Dow up almost 500 points, 1.65%. Now, we talked about it last week. What has caused this correction here? Well, it was nervousness going into the election and the rebalancing of hedge funds at the end of the quarter. And today is September 28th, so this rebalancing is still going on, but it seems that today everybody is buying. Now, there was some positive news out of China that the Chinese economy is doing better than we thought, but you see, this is not what this is all about. I mean, there was no real reason why we had the dip here, and right now it is just a buying the dip. So the S&P also up 1.6%. Today, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 1.6%. So opened with a little bit higher gap here. And it's right now trading at around the open mark. So again, what's happening? Let's take a look at this week here. The economic calendar, as you can see, super light. Not a whole lot going on. Nothing today. Tomorrow, consumer confidence. There are two big events happening this week that traders are keeping an eye on. Now, the first big event is the presidential debate that is happening on Tuesday, tomorrow. And then the next big event that is going on is on Friday, the unemployment numbers. So on Friday, we'll hear about the unemployment numbers of the last month, and this is what everybody is interested in. Anyhow, so this is what's happening in the markets. Now you know what is going on. So again, just a little bit of uncertainty here of what the heck is happening here right now. But again, happy Monday here. Now let me prepare a couple of things here because I want to talk about the best trading software with buy and sell signals, because when you're trading, you do need tools, and so we'll talk about this. So I want to just do a couple of things. So good to see everybody here. Hope that you're having a great start into your week. Anyhow, so what is the best trading software with buy and sell signals? Now, as you know, there are 3 pillars of trading. The first is you need to have a trading strategy. The second pillar is you need to have the right tools. And the third pillar is that you need to have the right mindset. Now, when I say tools, I'm talking about a trading software that helps me with my trading strategy. And in this video, I'll show you how to find the best one. Now, as you know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I've done a few how to find the best whatever videos before. For example, how to find the best broker, how to find the best trading strategy. And every time I do a best video, I first define what best means. And for that, I'm choosing criteria that are important to me. Now, these criteria can be different for you, and that's fine. But here are the criteria that I use when looking for the best trading software. So let's jump onto our handy dandy notebook. Now, first of all, a trading software needs to support my trading strategy. And so let's just write this down here. Needs to support the trading strategy. And here are the 3 elements of a trading strategy. Number 1, a trading strategy tells you what should I trade. Number 2, a trading strategy tells you when to enter. And number 3, a trading strategy tells you when to exit. Now, when exiting, there's two ways to exit. I mean, one is with a profit and one is with a loss. Anyhow, so obviously the best trading software needs to answer the questions. So let's start with the first one. For what should I trade? I want a scanner that scans through all of the stocks or options that are out there and finds the best ones to trade for me. So the first criteria that is important to me is a configurable scanner. Because as you know, I do not want to just stumble across a stock or choose the stocks that, I don't know, the talking heads on TV are recommending. Anyhow, so but let me do the following. Let's write down the criteria first, and then we will compare the two trading tools that I personally use. Now, the next that the trading strategy is asking for is when to enter. So this is where, for me, it's important that trading software should give me very specific buy or sell signals. So that's what I'm looking for. Now, obviously, that's kind of a given because we talked about what is the best trading strategy that gives you buy and sell signals. Now, next, for me, I want to know when to exit. So, and when to exit, I actually want to know the stop loss and the profit target. Okay, so this is super important because I want to know when to exit right when I enter the trade. And that's what I do, right? Anyhow, so these are the three basic criteria. If a software does not fulfill those criteria, it can't be the best, right? I mean, is this making sense thus far? Because if it does, do me a favor and click on like right now. But I also want to dig a little bit deeper. Let me actually just move this here a little bit more over there. See, now it's a little bit easier to read. There we go. Okay, perfect. So this is the absolute minimum here, but now I also would like to know how many shares or contracts I should trade if I'm trading options. You see, that is basic risk management, and for me, that's critical. So criteria number 4 is I want to know what is my position size based on my account size. Is this making sense? Because, I mean, it's great if the software tells you right now, buy Apple, for example, but I mean, how many shares or how many options? Now, the next thing on my list, again, these are my criteria, how I look for the best trading software. And the next thing on the list is a trade report. And here's what that means. I want to know every single trade that occurred over the past year or the past 2 years or the past 3 years with the exact entry, the exact date, the position size, the profit target, the stop loss, and the result. So I want to know, how did this trading strategy perform over the past year? Now, and since I haven't done a trading report, I would like to also see a summary for all of these trades. And this is called a performance report. So in the performance report, I see the winning percentage, the return on investment, the average winning trade, the average losing trade, the profit factor, and other key KPIs, key performance indicators that are important to me. Now, here is why the performance report is so important to me. The performance report gives me confidence. You see, when I know how the stock performed over the past year or the past 2 years or the past 3 years, I have much more confidence entering the next trade because I know what to expect. Anyhow, so these are my 6 criteria. Now, let's use the 2 tools that I'm personally using and compare them using this criteria. So as you know, right now I'm trading 2 strategies, and one of them is called the PowerX strategy. And for this, I'm using a tool called the PowerX Optimizer. And another strategy that I trade is the wheel. And to support me in my decisions there, I'm using the wheel calculator. Now again, let's just compare this. So first of all, configurable. Okay. There we go, corrected. If you caught this spelling error, bonus points for you. Anyhow, so let's talk about a configurable scanner. And this is where you see I actually had a software programmed for myself because I couldn't find any software that meets all these 6 criteria. So with the PowerX Optimizer, you see, when I scan for stocks that I want to trade, I can basically configure, I'm making this a little bit bigger that it is easier to see. So I can configure what are my basic criteria. For example, I want to see a 60% return on investment. I mean, if the stock hasn't produced over the past year at least 60% return on investment, I don't want to trade it. Now, for me personally, I like to see stocks that are between $5 and $250. But you see, if you have a smaller account, you might want to consider trading stocks between $5 and $100. I want to see a profit factor that is higher than 3 and a risk and reward ratio that is higher than 2. I want to see that over the past year, this strategy on this particular stock has produced at least 12 trades. Why is this important? Because I don't want to see that only 1 or 2 trades, because that's not representative for results, right? I want to see at least 12 trades. And for me personally, I want to see a minimum winning percentage of 40%. Now, for you, it can be different. You might choose to go with 50%. You might choose to go with 60%. I personally, I'm fine with 40%. The minimum volume that the stock is traded at, I want to see at least 500,000. So this is what I can do, and this is when the scanner runs and produces every day a list of stocks for me to trade. So these are the ones that you see here in the lower right. So for today, for example, we have BTAI as a sell signal, CVAT as a buy signal, DKS as a sell signal, and so on. So, but let's go back to our criteria here. So the configurable scanner, obviously PowerX Optimizer has it because I had a development team programming this software according to my criteria. But you see, it doesn't matter what tool you use. The important thing is, in order to compare different tools, and you'll see where I'm going with this here in a moment, in order to compare different tools, it is super important that you have criteria to compare them against. I mean, you don't want to just go with look and feel, right? Anyhow, so I also want to see specific buy and sell signals. Let's go back to PowerX Optimizer. This is for every stock, whether I'm choosing BTAI, BioXcel Therapeutics. See, it tells me exactly when to sell. Sell to open when the price drops below 40.75. So I know exactly, there's no guesswork. Should I sell today, or should I sell tomorrow, or should I sell in the open, or should I sell in the close? Now for CVET, it tells me buy to open at 23.10. So I know exactly when to buy and when to sell. So here, obviously, yes, check. Now I want to know my stop loss and my profit target. And this is where PowerX Optimizer, this is why it's called the Optimizer, goes back over the past year and looks for the optimal stop loss and the optimal profit target. And it shows me right here, you see, even before I enter the trade, I see that here I want to go long, and I want to take profits as soon as prices move up to $32. It's a little bit outside of the range here you see up here. I also want to see that I'm getting out of this if I'm going down to 21.62. So you see, I know exactly when to take profits and when to exit. No guesswork here whatsoever. So needless to say, yes, it's done. Now I also would like to know how many shares or how many options should I trade, whether I'm trading stocks or options. So here it shows me, based on the account size that I've chosen, it's 270. Let me just show you. So here for this example, as you know, here on YouTube, I'm trading live a rather small account of $20,000 and I want to risk 2% of my account. Now let's say that you have a smaller account and your account is only $10,000 and you want to risk 2% of the account. You see, it'll recalculate right now the position size and tells you, well, based on your account size, you should trade only 135 shares. Anyhow, you get the idea here. So it'll come here up here in a moment. So yes, it actually calculates the position size based on my risk criteria. Now, does it do a trading report? Of course, it does a trading report. This is what you see here. So in the trading report, it shows you exactly over the past year when should I have entered, when should I have exited, did I go long, did I buy or did I sell, what was my position size, what was the entry price, what was my profit target, what was the stop loss, what happened, so where did I actually exit, and what is the profit. Now, very important, this is what would have happened if I had traded this stock, CVAT, according to the rules of the PowerX strategy. As you know, the PowerX strategy is a strategy that I personally use that has very specific rules. I'm not trading based on my gut feeling because, as you know, I strive to create consistent, repeatable, and systematic profits. So this is why it is super important to me. By the way, if you would like to know more about the PowerX strategy, get the book. There's a link in the description. You can get it from our website for $4.95, or you can get it on Amazon for $20. Anyhow, back to the best trading software with buy and sell signals. So it shows me exactly the 17 trades that happen. And you see, the software does it for every single stock. Now, going back to my criteria, obviously this here is done. And then I want to see the performance report. Now, again, why is this important? I want to know, based on a $10,000 account, how much money would I have made or lost if I had traded this stock, CVET, according to the rules of the PowerX strategy. And on a $10,000 account, I would have made $12,116. So that's 121% RI. I would have had 10 winning trades, 7 losing trades. So this gives me a winning percentage of 58.82%, so around 59%. The profit factor has been almost 4. I'll see the average winning trade has been 1,618 and the average losing trade 581. So I'm making almost 3 times as much money on my winning trades than I lose on my losing trades. Now, I also see the average trade length, and you see for me personally, it's always between 5 and 20 days. So on average, I'm 11 days in a trade. The longest trade that I was in here, if I had traded it according to the rules, would have been 29 days. See, this is super important because it helps me to decide going forward, right? Do I want to take the trades? And what should I expect when I'm entering this trade? So if I take this CVET trade and I'm buying it here, I know that I can expect 6 out of 10 trades to be profitable. I know that my average winning trade is 3 times my average losing trade. So therefore, this is a given. Now, of course, no surprise that all of this is a yes here because, again, I had PowerX Optimizer programmed to my specifications. But let's take a look at the wheel calculator in comparison. Now, as you know, when I'm trading the wheel, I'm using a very simple calculator here. Let me just bring this up here. That shows me what to do. So here, the wheel income calculator actually allows me to enter my buying power. And based on this, it is telling me how many options I should trade. So let's go back to my criteria. I jumped a little bit ahead, but so it tells me my position size based on my account size. Let me grab a sip of coffee here. All right, here we go. And then we continue. Now, does the wheel calculator have a configurable scanner? No, it does not. Right? So I'm thinking about having one programmed for myself, but at this point, it does not have a scanner. You need to find the stocks that you want to use for the wheel income trading strategy. By the way, if you would like to know more about both trading strategies, the wheel income strategy as well as the PowerX strategy, I'll leave links in the description here. So this way you can look up these specific strategies here. Anyhow, back to the wheel income calculator here. So it does not have a configurable scanner. So let's go back here, and that is a no. Does it give me specific buy and sell signals? Well, sort of. Let's just make this here a little bit bigger. There we go. It tells me the minimum option premium that I need in order to make this work for me. So, kinda. Is it giving me an exit? No, it doesn't. So, I want to say specific buy and sell signals. Yeah, kinda. Does it give me a stop loss and a profit target? Not yet. I mean, in this version, right? Not yet. I might program a different version where it shows it here. So does this include a trade performance report? No, not at all. It doesn't contain a trading report. And when I don't have a trading report, I also don't have a performance report. So if you look at this, I'm just highlighting this here a little bit in red. You see that there's only one yes, and this is a kinda, so I'm highlighting this here maybe in orange, right? And the not yet is probably also an orange. Anyhow, so the important thing is, how did we start this video? What we were looking for? We were looking for the best trading software. And again, in order to find the best trading software, the most important thing that you need to do is define your criteria. I mean, feel free to use my criteria that I have here. I mean, I've been trading for a long time, so I believe that these are the 6 most important criteria. Again, for you, it might be different, and this is where you can add or subtract some criteria or just have a longer list. And then you use the software that you actually want or consider investing in and say, hey, does this actually say yes to all these criteria or not? Because as you know, the 3 pillars of trading, you must have the right tools. So the 3 pillars of trading, number 1, you need to have a solid trading strategy. And again, if you're interested in the trading strategies that I personally use, click on the link in the description and you can watch videos where I explain these strategies in detail. Anyhow, number 2, you must have tools. And the tools is actually your trading software. So you need to have the right trading software and you need a great broker platform. So I did a video on the best broker. Feel free to browse this channel for it. And number 3, you need to have the right mindset. And we will talk about more of the right mindset over the next few videos. Anyhow, is this helpful? Because I get the question a lot, what is the best trading strategy? So I hope that this helps. And if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and click on like. And if you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe button and also hit the little bell, because this way you get notified whenever I release a new video. Also, if you enjoyed it, feel free to share this video with whoever might find this video helpful, maybe in a Facebook group, maybe on Twitter, maybe on Instagram, or maybe just send an email to a friend. And I'll see you in the next video. Talk very soon. Okay, don't exit yet. We're here on the live stream. We will talk more about this because I see that there's a lot of questions coming in. So I really appreciate it. If you're here live, thank you for being here live and asking all of these questions. And just want to see there's Wellness NYC. There we go. Says, hey, happy trading Monday. Great day for writing calls today. Well, actually, I wrote a put. We can talk about the specific trades here in a little bit. Okay. Now, Matt says, it is known that naked puts can lead to unlimited losses as you manage the risk with the wheel strategy. Yeah, you have to manage the risk, and unlimited losses, Matt, is not correct. That is absolutely wrong. And I'm always surprised when I see this, that when it says naked puts have unlimited losses. This is not true. Let me just show you a very specific example. So we will look at TRGP, because TRGP is a stock that we are currently in. So TRGP, we bought TRGP at $16. So let's write this down. So somebody messed here around with my text. Okay, so we bought TRGP and we bought 100 shares. Let's just say you traded one option. So 100 shares at $16. There we go. So this means that your risk is $1,600. No more. It is not unlimited. And you have a risk of $1,600 if TGRP goes to 0. But Matt, that's it, right? I mean, you cannot lose more than $1,600. It is impossible. per one option that you trade. So I just want to clarify it because I often see this comment where people say, well, when selling naked puts, you have unlimited risk. No, you don't. No, you don't. No. The $1,600, is this a large loss? Depending on your account size, it could be, right? So you definitely want to manage your risk. You're absolutely right on this one. But great comment here. Yeah. Don VO says it. SRC, secure retirement choices. Systematic, repeatable, and consistent profits. That's what we are doing here. Brian says also not doing naked puts, doing cash secured puts. There's still risk. So Matt has a point that there's risk, but it is not unlimited. So I wanted to clear this up. Good. All right. So Bruno says, I don't think the S&P will drop to 3,000 as I thought it would. Well, I did a video on this where I said S&P will drop to 3,300. I think it dropped a little bit below this, but yeah, 3,000, no. Don't think so. Okay, Jeff said it. Love the new update on the PowerX Optimizer. So funny story here. So you might have seen that if you are a PowerX Optimizer owner, that this morning you logged in, it looked different. And we wanted to release a new version tonight. And we wanted to tell you exactly what's all new in there. And due to some misunderstanding, my development team released it already last night. So Mark and I are working on the videos right now and on the release notes. So we got a little bit caught off guard here. Again, was a misunderstanding, but we will have the release notes with you shortly. So later this afternoon, look out for the release notes. We'll probably send you an email, or we do just a big banner here on top of the PowerX Optimizer so that you know exactly what's new. Because yes, there are some exciting new features that we have. For example, in the watch list, if you have a watch list, it now shows you exactly whether you should be long, short, or whether you should be out of a position here. So no more that you have to click through every single signal. It shows it to you right away. Anyhow, there are many more cool features. So Jeff, thanks for the feedback. Really appreciate it. So let's see, there's a few more questions. For example, AOL asks, are you from Germany, Markus? Yes, I am. Originally, I'm from Germany, moved to the United States in, there we go, in 2002. My gosh, this has been 18 years ago. And loving it here. Anyhow, good. Timothy, yes, Timothy already knows me, so good. All right, PKO says closing in on a 2K profit deal in Wheeland today. Yeah, I mean, it has been a great day. I sent out a few alerts this morning for you. So if you are trading the wheel and if you have subscribed to the Power Alerts, I have sent you a few alerts here this morning. Hope that you enjoyed it. Okay, good. So Helena says, how do I get the PowerX Optimizer update? All you need to do is hit refresh in your browser. That's the cool thing. Since this is software that you can download. You see, when we talk about criteria, let's go back here. So one of the other important things for me, if you want to add some more criteria. So I am a Mac fan. And as such, I wanted to make sure that software runs on Mac, right? And this is when I also realized, you know what would be even better than running on a Mac is runs in any browser. Because if it runs in any browser, I can actually trade on my iPad, right? So I can do this and absolutely. So this could be another criteria that might be important to me, to you. And again, obviously for the PowerX Optimizer, yes, it does run in any browser. You can even run it on your phone if you wanted to. I can't see a darn thing on my phone. It's way too small. But hey, if this is something that you want to do, you can do it. Again, Helena, all you need to do is just hit on refresh. Good. Good. So, Frank, how to screen stocks with gaps? I mean, first of all, here's the important thing, Frank. The absolute most important thing, let me bring up my desktop here, is that first you have a trading strategy, okay? So you must have a trading strategy, and then you need to know what this trading strategy is. Now, Frank, in your example here, you might say, okay, I am, let me give you an example. So example for Frank. Yeah, and that's a trading strategy. Example. So you might actually say, okay, here we go. So what stocks to trade? What to trade? You could, for example, say that you want to trade stocks that gap down at least 2%, right? I mean, this could be. Number two is when to enter. And this is where you could say enter 5 minutes after the open if the stock is going up. I'm just making this up. I just want to show you an example, Frank, because it's super important. Number two is when to exit. This is where you could say, for example, your stop loss is 2% of your account. And the profit target, right, could be the gap fill. Or let's make it even easier. You could say the stop loss is 1% of the stock price. Right, and the profit target could be a gap fill, which here would be 2% because we said it needs to gap at least 2%. So Frank, if this is your strategy, now you can start looking for example, a screener, how to screen stocks with gaps. Because I don't know, are you looking for a gap up? Are you looking for a gap down? Are you actually looking for a gap of at least 2%? Maybe you're looking for a gap of at least 5%. So it is absolutely super important, Frank, that you find the right strategy first. Because I see that you have a follow-up question here is how to screen trends. Well, again, how do you define the trend? And again, I'm doing an example for you here. So what to trade is this, for example, you want to see trending stocks. And let's say you define a trending stocks as stocks that move above the 50-day exponential moving average, right? I mean, again, this is just an example. Oops, not showing my screen. Let me go back to my screen here, right? So trending stocks could be stocks that move above the 50-day EMA. However you define it, it doesn't really matter. But this is why, Frank, it is so super important that you do these three things in order, right? You first have the right strategy. Then based on this strategy, you look for the right tools. Is this helpful? ASH says, great stuff as always. Good. Toto says, how to get the PowerX Optimizer. If you're interested in this, I've set up a website. It's called powerxoptimizer.com. I'll link to it in the description. You can look through it there, what it does. And if you're interested in this, and if you say, yeah, you know what, I would like to learn more, you can schedule a tour with Paul, who is a fellow trader who started using the software a little bit over 2 years ago. And Paul will be happy to get on the call with you on Zoom, walk you through and see if this is a good fit for you. Anyhow. Good. So Theron says, does the software execute the trade on your broker? Or do you have to execute it on your own? I personally like to do it on my own. And the reason why I haven't programmed the software yet is because I've been changing brokers just recently. So in the past, I've been using interactive brokers. Recently, I used more Tastyworks. And this is where, you see, at this point, I'm very comfortable having two screens, right? I mean, one where I see PowerX Optimizer and the other one where I see my trading platform here. Okay. So Andreas asking, do we enter the option buying power on this or the stock buying power in the PXO account settings? Well, if you're trading stocks, right, enter the stock buying power. That's what I would add here because it gives you the amount of shares for the stocks, right? So do that. For the options, we will release it this week where we'll also suggest the right option size here. And this will also take the values from there and you're absolutely fine entering the stock buying power here. Okay. PKO says, finally able to sell calls on TRGP today. Yay! Just took a little bit. That's a wheel trade. Anyhow, good. So Frank, I saw actually your comment under a recent video and says, wouldn't it be good to also have the scanner the chance to scan for short or long trades only? You see, that is a very interesting question. And Frank, believe me, we have thought about it a lot. Now, here is one of the deals. Let me go back and just show you something really quick. So with PowerX Optimizer, you see when I'm looking at the scanner results here, I want to have at least 12 trades because anything less than 12 trades, I don't think it is representative. So the problem is if, what were you saying? You were looking at plug, right? So let me just bring up plug here for a moment. Or we can actually use it with CVET. You see, we have the settings here where in the settings, you can say show only the long trades or show only short trades. You see, with CVET, we had a total of 17 trades. If you're looking at longs only or shorts only, this goes significantly down. You see, now you only have 8 trades. Out of these 8 trades, you had 3 winning trades and 5 losing trades. And you see, Frank, this is where I think that this is not representative enough, these few trades, right? So that's why I hear you. I've seen your comment. I wanted to answer your comment that you left under a video. Haven't had a chance yet because I was busy again right now with all the enhancements for PowerX Optimizer. Good. But does this help, Frank? So we are considering it, but I fear that you get too few trades to really make an informed decision here. So Toto says, does the PowerX Optimizer, is it available for the US stock market only? At this point, yes. We probably are a month away from adding other exchanges from all over the world. But right now it is scanning US stocks where we have, I think, 11,000 stocks or something like this. So it's thousands and thousands of stocks that we are doing it. Good. Elite Home Team says, I have been trading the strategy on TradingView, but I think it's time to buy the PowerX. You see, Elite Home Team. So it's a great comment here. Let me show you this. Here's what I want to do. I actually want to see if I can add another column here. And I want to compare this to TradingView here. So let me just, no, it's not list. I want to go to the table. Hold on one second, because I think it's important. So, there it is. Hold on. It just jumped onto my other screen. So I need to go to my other screen. And I want to add a 4th row here, 4th column. So let's say that right now you're only using TradingView. Now with TradingView, do you get a configurable scanner? Kinda. You can do it. It's not that easy to do it if you want to trade the PowerX Optimizer strategy. Do you get specific buy or sell signals? Yes, because that's very easy what you can do here. The stop loss and the profit target, usually you don't get it, especially since we're optimizing it, right? So we're not using a fixed profit target and a stop loss. We're looking for the best profit target and stop loss for this particular stock because every stock is different. Does it give you my position size? No, it does not. So I'm actually using the red thing here. So, does it give you a trade report? No. Does it give you a performance report? No. So this is why I think it's a great question here, or a great comment. Yeah, at some point it makes sense to upgrade because since you have the 3 pillars of trading, I mean, you're trading against traders who have the PowerX software, who have other powerful software tools. And this is what you need to ask yourself. Do you believe that you might be at a disadvantage if you're using a tool that does not do a lot of things that I believe it should do? And again, your criteria might be completely different. But is this making sense? Elite Home Team? Love it. Okay. Good. Will says, I have a tour scheduled for tomorrow. Waiting for my book and worksheets. Okay, fantastic. You're going to love Paul. Paul also has an accent. You'll discover it. I'm not telling you what kind of accent. You'll see it tomorrow. Okay. Good. So Andreas is asking, where can I find the download for the fixed ratio money management spreadsheet from episode 88? I need to look it up. I'll get back to you. I'll need to look it up here. Anyhow. Good. Okay, so King Kong. All these people say they love it, but never hit the button. Are you talking about the like button? What I figured out, if you're watching it on your cell phone, you have to close the chat in order to hit the like button, right? And then you can bring the chat back up. But if you're watching this right now, especially live on your phone, You probably don't see the like button right now because somebody said recently, there's no like button. There is. You just didn't find it. And Hans said, yeah, TradingView is a good stock screener with limitations, right? I mean, TradingView is very powerful. And as you can see, I'm using it in conjunction with PowerX Optimizer. We're actually right now looking into incorporating TradingView into PowerX Optimizer. So we're talking to TradingView right now to license TradingView to have this inside of PowerX Optimizer. But that's probably for a November release. Anyhow. Good. So Faust is asking, does your software work for binary options? No, because this software has been designed for stocks and options. And you see, this is where it goes back to. Let me actually come back here to the desktop, right? What should I trade? And with the PowerX strategy, right? With the PowerX strategy, I'm trading stocks and options. And this is what PowerX Optimizer does. But great question. So no, this is not designed for binary options here. Good. Kathy said, out of the TQQQ recent put, yep, same. And PKO says, time to write another one. Possibly. We'll look at this if this is possible. Yeah, I mean, Alex said TQQ is climbing back to 150, but we are already making money on this. We are already making money on TQQQ. Let me just bring it up here and show you exactly how much money we have already realized. Let me just bring up the spreadsheet. So you see on this account right now, we are up to almost $7,000 in just a little bit over 2 months. And that's a rather small account of $6,000. Now for TQQQ, look at this. $711 is what we already made, right? I mean, this is a great thing, Alex. So it's not that right now we are losing money. This is realized profits. So $700, not bad at all. Chris says he's half German. I'm full German. 100%. There's nothing else in me. I think I should do a DNA test. Okay. Anyhow. So, ENPH jumped at the opening. Do you still recommending placing orders before the markets open? Well, you see, this is where, again, it really depends on your trading strategy. So what does your trading strategy say when you see a gap open? Do you chase it? So for me personally, as long as the gap is not larger than 2%, I'm okay trading it, right? So, but if the gap is larger than 2%, I wouldn't chase it. Because often what happens if you have a gap that is larger than 2%, you see a retracement, okay? And you don't want to see that. Anyhow. Good. Jack is asking, how do you get a copy of the wheel? Call or text the office. Let me see. I should be able to do this. Yeah. Or send them an email and the team can help you and give you more information on how you get either the power alerts if you want to do this, or the wheel income calculator or the wheel course. So whatever you need, call or text the team. They can help you. Gotta love this. Shantun Bui says scam. Just like this. Very nice to meet you too. How's your Monday going? It doesn't seem to be too good, right? Okay, so Jen says, hey everyone, reading the book and taking lots of notes. Looking forward to have the tools and taking off. Yeah, so if you're new here and if this is your first time, you would like to have this strategy. I wrote a book on this. As you can see, it's a nice hardcover. You can buy it on Amazon for $20, or you can go to my website and I'll give it to you if you cover shipping and handling, which is $4.95. Link is in the description. We'll rush it to you as quickly as we can. Within the US, it's usually within a week, and internationally it takes a little bit longer because of all this craziness that we have going on here right now. Frank says, thanks for answering my questions. Frank, thank you for being here live and answering and asking questions, right? So really appreciate it. So Yamato says, I don't even know how to trade. Yamato, stay on this channel here. Make sure that you subscribe. I have actually a playlist for you. If you look on this channel, it is called Trading for Beginners or something like this. Start there, because this is where I also compare, okay, should you be trading stocks or options or binary options? Should you be day trading? Should you be trading penny stocks, right? And take a look at these videos, and I'm pretty sure that you get a much clearer picture of what you should trade. And after you have identified, because let's go back here to the desktop for a moment. Again, the most important thing is, as trading strategy, you need to answer, what should I trade, when to enter, question mark, or when to exit. Okay, good. Hope that this helps. Yeah, Yamato says, I tried but lost a lot of my money. You see, this is where, Yamato, I don't know your specific situation. Feel free to contact the office and let me know a little bit more about your specific situation. Often, what I see is that people start trading without being completely prepared. Right. And this is where I say you need to have the 3 pillars. You need to have a trading strategy. You need to have the right tools, and you need to have the right mindset. And often, Yamato, and again, don't know your situation, but often I see that when people lose money, that they either don't have a strategy, or they don't have the right tools, or they don't have the right mindset. Talking about mindset, the fastest way to lose all your money is to double it quickly. Anyhow. Good. All right. So let's see. Toto gives a great advice here. Try to learn using paper trading tools. Yamato, that is a great strategy. I actually have a video on this channel here that says how to find the best trading simulator. Yeah, Todd also said Markus has a lot of tools, lots of videos here. Yeah, feel free to browse this channel. And Blind says, I bought the wheel, but don't start using it yet. Waiting on a tour with Paul. Now, very important. Paul is showing you how to use the PowerX Optimizer. The PowerX Optimizer is a tool for the PowerX strategy, right? This is why previously, when I compared this, so the PowerX Optimizer is for the PowerX strategy, and the wheel calculator is for the wheel. So just make sure that you're not confusing it. Blind door, right? Just making sure that we have here the right tools for the right strategy, because this is where we go back to, right? The tool needs to support your trading strategy. So it doesn't help if you want to trade the wheel and you're getting the PowerX Optimizer, because it's the wrong tool, right? So very, very important. It needs to support your trading strategy. Anyhow, great comments, great questions here. So, time is flying when you're having fun. I know that there's a few questions that I might not have gotten to, but if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and click on like. Also, feel free to share this video with anybody who might find this helpful. And if this was your first time here and you enjoyed it, consider subscribing to the channel, because I'm going live 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, always at 3:30 Eastern Time, 30 minutes before the market close. And in between, usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm releasing other videos. So you get 5 videos per week that help you, hopefully, in your trading endeavors, that help you to make money. Okay, have a great rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video, which will be on Wednesday. Take care, everybody.